In England, 5.4 million people are carers offering care and support to their loved ones, and it is often a 24/7, 365 days a year commitment.
2 years ago, my wife had a subarachnoid hemorrhage, a stroke, and when she came home, she's dependent now on a wheelchair.
I knew about INS, and they were helping my husband, who has had a stroke 4 years ago, and they have given him more help than anybody else.
The stresses and strains of that role can be demanding. That's why Skills for Care, who support adult social care workforce development in England, funded 2 projects run by Twickenham-based charity INS. INS offers support for stroke victims and people with neurological conditions, including multiple sclerosis and Parkinson's disease. Skills for Care backed its innovative Taking Back Control course that offers carers a chance to meet other carers to talk about their experiences.
We understood that there was almost nobody who was able to help people deal with the psychological impact of having one of these conditions and the psychological impact on their carers. It's based on giving people some strategies to develop through discussion some of the tools that might help them to cope with what they're dealing with.
In a Carers UK survey, 84% of carers reported that their role was taking a toll on their health, both mentally and physically. Skills for Care also funded a Fit Club programme so that carers could improve their strength and fitness, encouraging them to continue exercising in the community. The first step on the Taking Back Control course is a confidential group session so carers can talk about how they feel.
You sort of try and find ways to hide or sort of get rid of your emotions, otherwise you just show that nothing, it's sort of stiff upper lip idea. But that in itself actually causes more stress.
My husband and I he's slightly older than me, so he'd been waiting for me to retire, and we'd got these huge plans of what we were going to do when we retired, and I retired in the July and he got ill in the June, so our plans for the future all got altered.
There are things like, well, why was it Marie that was the one that was hit with a stroke, why was it her, because it impacts on our plans that we had. We were both bus drivers, and then all of a sudden, one morning, that's it. You're no longer a bus driver.
Carers are also able to share information and tips for coping better with their role.
One of the things I think I got out was this need to learn to relax. I was sort of continually going around with my shoulders up around my ears from just pure tension.
The fact that you're angry and you feel guilty at times, and you feel guilty if you start looking for things for you. When you hear somebody else expressing that as well, you think, well, she shouldn't be feeling guilty. And then you can apply it to yourself in a better way.
This group was very good because people were telling you, oh, have you done such and such? Do you know about simple things like a radar key for disabled toilets? You've never ever come across it in your life before, so why would you know where to go to get one of those sort of things,
The on-site Fit Club is designed to keep carers fit and healthy.
Things like the exercise class help me sort of get rid of those stresses, because I can come along here and I can sort of get on the treadmill.
The first thing that they did on the first day was take our blood pressure, only to discover that most of the carers on the course, blood pressure was sky high. And I think it really does take quite a toll on you physically as a carer. For example, in my case, my husband's 6'4" and weighs 15 stone, and he cannot do anything for himself.
My problem was leaving Marie for a length of time to come here to do that. But we're really, really lucky with INS because Marie can come here, she can sit in the kitchen or out in the garden there, and so she's nice and near.
The feedback from the carers who have completed Taking Back Control and the Fit Club programme has been very positive.
I can now sort of take a step back when things frustrate me. I say, look to my partner, look, I'm getting stressed out here. I'm going to leave you safe, and I'm going to take a walk upstairs or out in the garden, take a few deep breaths, and then I'll come back.
I cried for 2 days afterwards. I think it was just like a dam bursting. I'd held it in check for so long.
The meeting of people was the big thing, I suppose. Getting out of it, the tips that I gleaned from others, strategies, how to cope.
And INS is committed to running more Taking Back Control sessions and Fit Club programmes for carers because they have been so successful.
It's been very successful. We've had very positive feedback. I mean, it's almost embarrassing. You know, we get 100% satisfaction. And I think that's, as much as anything, a testimony to the fact that there is nothing else available for so many people. And this sort of talking therapies, whatever you want to call it, should be available for everybody.